So what do we use Toggl for? We use Toggl to record our time. But before you start using Toggl, you have to know what time you are going to record here. So, what do we record here? We record two things. Number one, we record all paid time worked. So that's any hours you're getting paid to work. Simple. And number two, we record all volunteered time. So that's any hours outside of your work hours that you're generously giving to Te Aroha. For example, there are events such as the end of year celebration, graduation, wakahuia, the Moriora training, or any staff getaways that you do throughout the year. Because let's face it, that happens. So that's it. All paid time worked and all volunteer time. So now that you know what you need to record in your Toggl, it's just as important to understand what we do not record here in Toggl. So what we don't record here in Toggl, number one, we don't record leave. So that covers your sick leave, your bereavement, your loo days, annual leave, your holidays. Number two, we don't record our lunch hours. So every time you stop for your lunch break and have your lunch, you stop your Toggl and then put your Toggl back on when you come back to your job after your lunch break. And number three, we don't record miscellaneous time. So when I talk about miscellaneous, I talk about when you go to the toilet, or when you get up and get a glass of water, or when you just simply need to get away from your desk and just have a breather. Because let's face it, all of us need it every now and then. When you have these miscellaneous times, and just let your Toggl tick over until you return to your desk. It's all good. Okay. So now that we know what we record in our Toggl, and now that we know what we do not record in our Toggl, right there, let's start by recording what we're doing right now. So up here in the timer, if you click on timer, it should have all of the jobs that you've done. It should show you a log. At the moment, we haven't done anything yet, so it's just showing us what we're doing now. So let's press start. Boom. As soon as you press start, you'll see that the time is ticking over live. So this is what we're doing right now. So what is it that we're doing right now? We are doing Toggl training. Cool. Now for every job that you log into your Toggl, you must, it is an absolute must, you need to tag a project to your job. So to do that, you need to click here on select project. Your project should already be set up. If it does not look like this, if they're not set up, then you need to contact your admin, your IT people immediately so they can set it up for you before you can start using Toggl. So for every job that you do, there should be a project for it. So if it was something to do with, your administration, so if you're sending emails, or if you're doing case files for a young person, or your contact time, so that's every time you're running a program with young people, or with whānau, that's contact time. Health and safety, if you're having a health and safety meeting. An important one to note is home visits. So if you go into a home visit, you need to record the last name of whoever you're doing the home visit for. So say you're doing it for a guy called Jeff Morgans, is one of your young people, and you're visiting his whānau. So it would look something like this. Morgan's whānau, home visits. Simple? Cool. Another one is meetings, external. So if you're having a meeting outside of Te Aroha. Meetings, internal, if you're having a meeting within Te Aroha. Remember when I talked to you about giving your time generously to Te Aroha? Bang, that's it right there. Oha, voluntary time. There's also planning and prep. So when you're prepping a program, planning a program, we do a lot of that, don't we? Supervision, when you're going and having your supervision time. Training, when you're getting upskilled, your personal development. Boom, there's training. And this is another one to note as well, is whanaungatanga tautoko. So this is when you're pretty much doing something that isn't related to your job, your role. So I'm talking about when you're just having a chat with some staff, or when you're celebrating a birthday of a staff member. Anything that isn't related to your job role, then tag it with whanaungatanga. And if you're not too sure about which project goes with which job, then make sure you hit up your manager. Simple as that. So what are we doing right now? Again, we're doing training. And we are doing Toggl training. Is the time right? Yeah, I think we've been doing it for about 10 minutes now. Yes, I'm doing it at 8:53, so I want to backdate to 10 minutes ago. So ideally, for good practice, for best practice, it is good to round down or round up to your nearest 15 minutes. So I want to go down to 8:45. Yeah. And I can stop if I'm ready to stop. And it's okay to round up to your nearest 15 as well. 9 p.m. Cool.